Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yo.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman Hack. How the hell is it going today?
I'm going to start the show with a proclamation, everybody. Henceforth, you shall now refer to me as Sir Sandman or Sir Hack, since I have been duly knighted by the greatest woman wrestler in the business today.
Wow, Toni Storm knighted you last week. Dude, this week has been awesome, man.
Sir Sandman.
Sir Sandman. We haven't done a show since the Toni Storm interview last Tuesday. And the response that we've gotten from that interview has been absolutely fantastic. It's been by far our biggest episode to date. So I want to thank Toni for her time, and I want to thank everybody who helped put that show together. You know who you are. Helped us get that. And I also want to thank
RJ.
RJ City.
Right,
that's right. You got it.
Right tonight.
Yes,
you guys should have heard
1 for 50
before the show started.
Wow. I also want to make sure to thank Roman, Pedro, Dylan, and Gunky for their work on the show, helping put it together for us. That was a monster episode. The feedback that we have been getting from that has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who's watching, and if you haven't watched yet, go watch.
Yeah, and thank you for all the people who said that we're just discovering this show. So if you're just discovering the Sandman podcast, check out the archive and our catalog that we got. You're going to find a ton of great stuff in there. And
but it's hard to find on Peacock, people. And don't ask Ty or Tosh where to find it.
But I gotta talk about the fact that from the interview. So we interviewed her the night before Dynamite last week, and you gift her the cane, and we're talking about her match that she has coming up with Sky Blue. And that was it. She left, and it was great. We thought we did a great interview, and she left.
You know, it was funny right before when, because I was walking her to the door, like on the way out, because I want to get out of there anyway. And I'm saying goodbye, and she's like, "Don't you want me to use the cane?" Wow. I forgot to give it to her, and she's like, "Yo, you want me to take that?" I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah."
Yeah,
wow.
You weren't even. And during the interview, this is obviously we're recording the night before the match. She mentioned the table with the mouse traps and
Amazing.
how she wanted to do and we thought she was just kind of like just shooting the shit, bullshitting in her brain or whatever. And lo and behold, she comes out, uses the mousetrap table and some other stuff that she had planned on doing. She didn't tell us that she was going to do the whole hack entrance at all.
No, nothing. So when we're watching Dynamite,
maybe she didn't even know that.
Yeah,
maybe she didn't,
right.
and that was the beauty of it. At least I'm watching, and we're texting, we're watching it.
She might have smoked that. I gave her one of those infused joints before, as I was saying goodbye to her when she left. I was more concerned about giving her the joint than the cane that I wanted her to use.
Those are the Sandman Pod parting gifts. For future guests, if you're listening.
Yeah, if you ever do the show, believe me, we have a great gift bag for you.
Yeah.
But the fact that she came out and did your entrance, the homage to you, Hack, and then she's smashing a box of wine was so fucking funny. I mean, I was dying, and then she's using the cane that you gave her. You can clearly see the autograph on it, and it was just. Seeing that was so cool for me. It was surreal to watch it. How did you feel about watching it? It
was good shit.
It was just good. Yeah, good shit, man. I mean, it really, really was. And then the other thing that I have to call attention to is in the interview, we mentioned the fact that a couple weeks ago you did a run-in up in Boston. I
did a run-in?
In Boston a couple weeks ago.
Walk-in.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, walk-in, okay. But you're in the ring and you notice Gunky who got to the building, and mid-spot you shout out Gunky and you say, "All right, Gunky." And then Toni, in Dynamite, in the middle of the match, shouts out Gunky in the ring.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Pointed right at him with the cane.
Did you guys tell me that?
She did it twice. She did it twice.
Nice.
She's
on the apron and she's like, "Gunky."
The first time,
fucking great.
the first time it was like the beginning of the match. She just noticed me. She goes, "All right, Gunky," and then like And then halfway through the match, she's just like doing her hype spot. She's on the apron with the kendo stick. She's going crazy, and then she sees me again. She points. She goes, "The gun."
Oh yeah, we gotta show
shit.
you the video. It's fucking
It was
hilarious.
good shit.
So, Gunk, you are...
Well, she just loved your name because when we first met, she's like, that name is just incredible.
Well, I met RJ and Tony, and we went up on the elevator to check out the spot because I was kind of concerned because we had so many people with us. I didn't know if the space was going to be big enough, and I mentioned everybody that was coming in there, and when I said the name Gunky, she immediately was like, Gunky? And you were over from the second I said your name. So that's just fantastic shit, man. And I'm so glad that everybody has gotten to enjoy the interview as much as we did because...
Somehow I have a feeling someday we're going to be asking Gunk for a come up. Somehow I just have a feeling that's the way the world's going to work.
Oh, who knows, man? Who knows?
It was awesome, man. She was so cool.
She
down
was.
there, so fun. It was such a fun episode. Nothing. Like she didn't hold anything back. It felt like she was.
Well, even
cracking
Tosh
jokes.
was trying to pull some teeth out of her.
No, I mean, I was asking her questions. I think
You got to do your job.
Yeah, I think I asked her fair stuff. Like I wasn't trying to. I'm not. If we ever have a guest on, I'm never trying to bang anybody up. But I want to make sure I ask questions that, me as a fan, I would want asked, or somebody to,
I did miss a question there. Frick, you know what I should have asked her when we had... Frick, I lost the guy's name. Who was her butler dude?
Oh,
Luther.
Luther.
Yeah, well, we know that he hurt his hip or something like that, she said, but I wanted to I forgot to ask her about their relationship and how they got together.
Okay.
Do you know that, Gunk?
What?
You know who that dude is, even?
I know who Luther
he
is.
was working for AEW before. I know he was he was a worker.
Yeah, he was a
What?
worker. Yeah, he was a worker. He worked for years.
Okay.
Dr. Luther.
Well, I wasn't watching it all this.
Well, not like in mainstream U.S. He's from Canada. He's a good friend of Jericho's, and that's kind of why he has the job in AEW. And I think he was working FMW for years.
He was working he was like one of the very earliest like AEW guys. Like he was one of their first. Like, I mean, like not like a big signing, but like when their TV first started, I feel like him and a couple other dudes that like were close to him were kind of regularly being used.
Yeah, he was just kind of like a enhancement kind of talent, but.
Sorry, so now I know why he was there. I thought maybe it was her the reason why he had the job.
No, it's definitely a Jericho favor.
Okay.
He's like a boy of Jericho.
Right.
So
Yeah, and if it was great because a lot of like the wrestling account social media stuff like picked that up, like Fightful and Wrestling Ops and all that other stuff.
Wrestling Observer, Meltzer picked it up. A lot of people did.
Just make sure you don't just read the quotes and you come here and listen to the pod because they could be portrayed like two different ways or whatever. So
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Ty, because we were talking about that this week, and it's like you just see it with the media, and this goes for all things for the media nowadays, where it's just headline. They aggregate something somebody says, and there's no context to it. And I think if you actually get the context of what she said throughout the whole interview, and I think there were so many more interesting things that she talked about than just the WWE and WWE going head to head with them. There were so many more interesting things discussed, like her entire career upbringing.
The fact that she started wrestling at 14.
Yeah, like there was so many interesting stuff in that interview. Like,
I mean, they see her talking about WWE, and
It's what
it
they
is what it
hop
is.
on.
It's their job, and I get that. I was just saying for the people who are reading it and looking at it like that, you got to see how she said it and in the way she said it.
Yeah.
There was no ill will or anything like to that because they were like, Toni Storm said she'll never go back to WWE, and it was like, well, that's not really how she's like what she said.
and everybody, and everybody's look. You're entitled to feel how you feel,
Right.
and that's how she feels personally. So, you go listen to her own words on it. She'll tell you exactly. So, if you're just checking out the show, definitely make sure to go through the archives because we do have a couple of interviews in the archives, and I think that they were all, really, really good stuff.
And
there.
if you don't know who Simon Diamond is, you'll know when you go back. You'll know.
Zach is dying laughing right now. This past week, the Eagles, we took care of business against the Chiefs, and it seems like the tush push now is being relitigated in the media all over again.
What else is new?
It's much better. It's the second week because there's a lot more weeks after this for them to forget about it.
That's true, but I kind of feel like now, just because...
Yeah, but don't vote against it and then try it. And then it's part of your offense.
Yeah, McDermott.
Yeah, how about that? How about that, McDermott? But, look, we took care of business against the Chiefs. It was kind of it wasn't the prettiest win, but
That was an ugly game.
it was an ugly game, and I think that's part of the thing why I think the tush push might end up getting banned is because if you looked at it aesthetically as not a Philly fan, which we're happy getting these dubs, I don't care how they look, but if you're just somebody from Chicago or something and you're watching the 420 game and you're watching the Eagles and they throw for less than 100 yards and win a game, you're like, is this the most entertaining form of football?
But that game had nothing to do with the tush. Dude, there was blitzes all over the place by both teams. Both offenses looked pretty shitty except for a handful of drives in that game. I mean, it was just... these teams are pretty familiar with each other now at this point, so they know what the hell's going on. They both got pretty good... both defensive coordinators are probably Hall of Fame defensive coordinators.
I didn't think they were going to hold Jalen Carter down like they did, but you get double teamed every freaking
When he's
play.
not in shape
Every
yet.
play. Yeah.
Doesn't play in the preseason.
And I thought Jordan would have had a better game than he did the first game, even though he played like 38 snaps or whatever in the first. Or was it more than that?
Dude, Jordan Davis is playing good.
Yeah,
I
but
thought he played really good on Sunday.
I thought with Carter out there, Davis would have been better. No, when the Carter's taking up two people every play.
Yeah, I thought he played really good on Sunday.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
Right. I'm going to sack.
We
He's not that.
Yeah, we talked
I
about
don't
this
know how many
before.
times we have to tell you he's not
Then
that.
what is he?
He's
What
a
is
run stuffer.
Yeah, he's a run
All right,
stuffer.
I don't believe he's a run stuffer.
Pacheco didn't
Then
do
what do you
anything.
think he is?
Pacheco didn't do anything.
I don't believe that he's that he's a great run stuffer.
I for the Eagles, where it's like, okay, you didn't
And
have.
he's 20 pounds lighter than he was last year.
He is. He got in good shape. For the Birds' offense, I think not having good air hurt you a little bit, and AJ Brown still seems like he's coming off the preseason, not really playing, practicing, so he hasn't really done much first 2 weeks. And
Didn't they say
This is
stuff
exactly
last
how it
year?
looked last year.
it is.
At
It
this
is.
time.
Well, we
Yeah.
had a loss, or we had two losses early last year, though.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see after this week. This week will tell a lot, especially with our defense against that offense.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting week. A little rematch
See
of
how-
the
what our
snowy
defense-
playoff
Yeah, I
game
mean,
last year
We
against the
talked,
Rams.
we talked about this season how the first 5 is a freaking gauntlet, and they're currently right now 2-0.
Yeah, we're 2-0.
It is.
And he wins a good win in the NFL, baby.
I loved Hurts too when Jones was chirping at him about the being under 100 yards passing.
He's like, "We won the game. Shut your bitch ass up." Like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
like, that's my quarterback, man. I'm fucking loving it.
And the
dude.
funny thing is about like with the tush push, and people were saying oh, it slows the game down and shit like that. That was the second fastest game that happened in the first 2 weeks of the NFL whole entire season.
That's a great point.
And they're saying, what was the other one? Oh, that people don't want to watch. People don't want to watch that stuff. That was the most
It was
watched.
the highest rated game in years.
It was
this
the mo-
early in the
It
season.
was the most
ever.
watched football game on Fox in September, October ever.
Okay, so there you
Ever.
go. That defeats the. Is it aesthetically and entertaining to watch?
I don't understand people saying it's an ugly play. So what? The regular quarterback sneaking
Isn't-
without them pushing isn't an ugly play? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, what
What's
do
the
you
difference?
you watch a regular QB sneak and you're like,
that was pretty.
yeah, like that's way better than the touch point. Like I don't know, it makes no sense to me.
Oh, dude, if we win another title too, forget it. That play is gone.
I know, but I try to tell myself, I'm like, if the Cowboys had this system in this play, what would I say? And I honestly
if my
think,
team couldn't stop it, I would fucking hate it too. But I wouldn't be like, yo, they can't run it.
right, I wouldn't be like, take it out of the game.
Yeah, no, it'd be like, man, this fucking blows.
Yeah.
we can't fucking
Forward
stop
pass,
it.
take it out of the play.
Yeah, like I'd be like, man, this fucking sucks. We can't fucking
Dude,
stop
Josh
this.
Allen, who's like fucking, I don't know what, like 4 inches taller than Jalen Hurts, probably 30 pounds, 40 pounds heavier, and he can't do it as well. Like,
Right.
With their offensive line, anything, but
it's like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Every other team tries to run it, and they can't do it as good. I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't make sense to me.
No, but
It makes no sense. You look at a play, you dial it up, and you do exactly what they
people are
do.
like, oh, it's not a football play. That play is literally the origin of the NFL.
Yeah, it's where
like,
it
that's
started.
how football started.
yeah, it started doing that
Like,
stuff.
what are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's just annoying. But
Salty
hey,
ass bitches.
hey, we're 2-0, guys, and we're still the defending champs. So take that. This week on the show, we watched ECW on TNN Episodes 1 through 3. Some of
It's
us were
about time you pick some good episodes, seriously.
some of us were able to find this on Peacock all right, and others had
Yeah, you
trouble.
idiots.
Others had difficulty locating this episode. And I got some notes here. Hack, you weren't in the company yet, so you were just getting released from WCW around
This
this
is
time
when they were
period.
good.
Yeah.
No, I went to the release
Yeah,
until
just got a
September
TV
9th.
deal.
Right. Okay. So this is it's just around that time period, and some of these shows are going to hit that. Were you aware of ECW getting the television contract on TNN? Do you have any memories of that? No. Yeah, I didn't think so. There was a TV taping that ECW did on 8/14 from Toledo, Ohio, and they ended up taping this first episode and scrapping it. So I guess Paulie didn't like what they recorded, and that's kind of why you got the clip show. Because on that show, you had a main event where Balls and Spike defeated the Dudley Boys to win the ECW Tag Team Championships. And yeah, I don't know. It was supposed to be on the debut show, and that was supposed to be the debut show.
So that's why it didn't happen?
Well,
It said it on the thing, didn't it?
Yeah, and that's why this was just a clip show. And it was kind of like, for your debut show on a network, and this is the first time ECW is on network cable, like cable, big distribution, you're running a clip show, and your other show you just scrap and throw away? Like, that's really poor planning. I'm kind of amazed by that.
Dude, what are we, a year from going under? There?
A little
About
more than that, too.
Yeah,
It's
close to 2.
you go
More close to
into
2.
Still 2 years?
you go into
It's
01.
99.
I know,
Well,
but you go
this
into
is what? August of
This
what?
is
99?
Yeah,
And
late
we went
August.
under January 2001.
So
I
so
thought
a
it
year
was
and a year and a little.
So, I mean, it's just like the planning behind this. Like, this is your biggest shot since you got on pay-per-view for giant, viewership and a new audience and everything. And your very first effort, you come out and put on this show. I'm kind of amazed about that. And especially somebody who has...
I'm not.
You're not?
Good matches.
I mean, I'm not... Yeah, like, obviously,
Come on.
if you're throwing out RVD Jerry Lynn...
Right.
But why not actually run that match, which they did on episode 3 when they did a new version? You know what I mean? Tape a Jerry Lynn and RVD run new match of theirs instead of airing the old pay-per-view match.
From Hardcore Heaven.
Right. To me, I'm like, this
I
is...
turned it on and it was a Hardcore Heaven on this thing, and I was like, wait a second, am I watching the right,
They
episode?
said, I thought that for a second too. I'm like,
Yeah, it was like Hardcore Heaven on the
something
thing.
that was happening later on in the month.
Whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
right. And that's
and
why
then,
I got confused.
And then you got the Awesome and Tanaka match, which we'll get to too, where it's like, that's from Heatwave 98.
Which we reviewed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking of that too when I'm watching that. I'm like, dude, this time? Is this
No,
right?
yeah, it's
And I
weird.
get it because you want to introduce people to some of these new characters that they may have never ever seen before.
And really good matches.
And really good matches. But
Right.
you have RVD and Jerry there. You could just go and put them on in the main event of your debut show.
You would think.
Like, that to me is what
Or you could have fucking Rhino do a job to your champion.
well, that's... Yeah, we'll get to everything here.
Very interesting.
So the show starts off, and Joey Styles, it opens up with a clip of the Dudley Boys, and they're powerbombing Balls through a flaming table, and Joey says, this isn't WCW or WWF, this is ECW. So that's the very first thing you're getting here is you're trying to show the difference between other wrestling companies that are on cable television and what ECW is presenting. So, interesting, but I don't know if that's like what you really want to start with. They have a focus on Taz, and the other thing is that Taz is leaving the company in a couple months here too. So it's like
Where'd he go?
he went to WWF.
He did?
Yes, this is when he left to go to WWF. And
What did they do with him there?
well, he debuted against Angle in the Royal Rumble at 2000, and he choked out Kurt Angle. He was Kurt Angle's first loss was to Taz in WWF. So they brought him in with a really
Is
big
that
push.
right?
Yeah, they brought Taz in with a really big push.
I had to know that back in the day. But
Yeah.
he choked out freaking... no way.
Kurt Angle, yep. It was Kurt Angle's debut, it was Taz's debut, was in the Garden at Royal Rumble 2000. He made his debut, he beat Kurt Angle, he choked him out, and the place went nuts.
And what Taz just was himself after that?
Well, no, they didn't push him as Taz, and when he wasn't presented as Taz, like the...
Oh, was he his real name or something?
No, he was still Taz. He was Taz with an extra Z.
But he wasn't like...
They didn't push him as like a god, like he was in ECW, where he was just running everybody over. So
What do you got, Gunk, over there?
Well, and then he also had a WWE Championship match against Triple H, like as soon as he was signed too. Like they pushed him like real big and real hard as soon as he was signed, and then fizzed out like pretty immediately after.
Yeah,
that.
somebody kiboshed him.
Yeah,
Probably
well,
Triple H.
well, he didn't have the size for WWE.
Back then.
And I mean, it's, you know, if you present somebody as this killer, and then that's like what they are to be a star, and then if you have to have 50-50 matches, like it just didn't work out for Taz as a wrestler, and then he transitioned to announcing, I think, in 01. So it was very...
Okay, but so now Benoit, basically same size, except when at the end when he was like super duper jacked. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They're basically the same height. Those two guys.
But Benoit was somebody whose presentation, even though he was a lot of suplexes and things like Taz, was still somebody who can go out there and have competitive back and forth matches. Whereas Taz's presentation was almost always...
Taz was limited to suplex and chokeout.
And kick.
But Taz, but
You know?
as a
The Brooklyn
wrestler,
boot.
yes, the Brooklyn boot. But Taz as a wrestler would take, I would say, 80 to 90% of his matches. Whereas Benoit was more of a, he would do
Give
a lot
and
of
take, yeah.
he would do a lot of selling in his matches. Taz was almost no selling, like a Goldberg kind of character.
Yeah.
So to present that was a little difficult, and I don't know, it just didn't work out for him in WWF. But he did get a really, really big push there. The other thing to note too is you're losing.
They're still fucking announcing today.
He is, and he does a great job with it. He's done it.
I know. Good for him.
It's seriously.
Honestly,
Seriously,
good
turn
for
it
him,
into
man.
that fuck and
A 25
announce this fucking long.
A 25-year announcing
kidding me?
run. A 25-year
And
announcing
not
run.
screwing up anywhere in life where you get fired. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
And
like,
he's worked-
a DUI can cost you your job nowadays in freaking like in a job like
Yeah,
that.
and he's worked, WWF for years. He worked TNA for years, and now in AEW. So Taz, as an announcer, he has a real big legacy as
As credible as they get.
right.
More
Yeah.
than wrestling.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Probably
a lot of
at
people,
this point,
a lot
just
of
because of
people-
longevity.
25 years.
Yeah, right.
25 years. Yeah, 25 years announcing. So shouts out to Taz. But the Dudleys were also leaving at this point. So you're getting national cable here with TNN, but then you're losing Taz, who was your champion, and you're losing the Dudleys, who are your tag champs.
And you don't have Hack.
And you don't have Hack yet, and I mean, but
And you regain Raven,
the additions that you get are Raven and Hack, but you minus, the Dudleys and Taz. So it's kind of like ECW always had this issue, but it's really starting to show now in '99 where some of it's kind of depleted the roster a little bit. But this show had a match between RVD and Jerry Lynn. This was, new commentary over the match, and this was just a fantastic match, man. This was a little bit clipped, so obviously if you want to watch this match, go back and watch the pay-per-view version. But there was just some awesome stuff, man. I mean, this is like just these two guys. I know you texted me the other night, Ty, when you were watching this, where it's just like guys with chemistry.
Just plug and play, man. Plug and play, and those two, they don't miss.
Right, you're gonna get a 3.5 at least star match. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's just going to be fantastic
Dude,
stuff.
I got like 10 notes. So like this match, this was I think the best match I've ever seen between those two.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Because, well, the second one that we'll talk about later, but this one was different. You see the difference with the spots when they would do some of them chair spots with Fonzie to him. They added a little bit on then. You know what I mean? Instead of doing that regular old thing. You know what I mean? And they added a little on to this thing, added a little bit on to that. You know what I mean?
And if you see it in the following match later that we watch, they kind of do that same thing, but they're smart enough to revert. It's
Yes.
like, he's not going to get me again, so I'm reversing it, so we're double reversing of the shit we gave you 2 weeks ago. Like
and they started, it was two different openings.
it's a
Yes.
count,
Two
yeah.
different openings too.
And
Similar in the style, but different
to
in the
your
maneuver.
point, Ty, I love the spot where Jerry gets him on like a tornado DDT. He's about to try to tornado DDT him to the outside, and then RVD just like clotheslines him back into the ring.
Right.
Where previously Jerry hit the tornado DDT, and it's like
Great storytelling, yeah.
Those little twists where it's like, hey, I learned that you do this, so I'm going to do this instead.
Yep.
And then, Hack, you always talk about this about putting it together spots. Like, how many spots do they have to remember to go into this match, you think?
Oh, dude, these guys, yikes. I mean, seriously, yikes. They're both remembering like 150 things.
It's insane, man. It really, really is. Like, just.
Hey, you see where in the second one, there's a couple times when, because it was a different opening in the third episode, but Jerry's not there for it.
He's a half step late.
Yeah, he's a half step late in the very beginning of that episode. Just
There was
because his brain, because you're doing something different than your body's usually used to do.
Yeah. Jerry went for the cradle pile driver that was blocked, and then there was a split-legged moonsault, and then there was a 5-star frog splash, and Jerry Lynn rolled through that one, and then a Van Daminator and another 5-star hit.
Dude, the way Van Damme, like 30 minutes into a match, just leaps up, no problem, onto the top, and
know.
gets so high on the frog
Effortlessly.
splash. Like,
Effortlessly, man.
just like a cat.
And he's
dude.
probably got the best
frog
splash
yeah.
ever.
Yeah, I love D'Lo Brown's.
But like,
Devo's a good, Eddie's one. Rob gets so high, and after he hits, it's like boom! It's like a trampoline where
Yeah.
he fucking springs up.
Oh, he's up 3 feet in the air.
And I love how he sells his stomach off of it, too.
Yeah,
with
always.
RVDs.
Like while he's covering, he's holding his stomach.
Yep.
Like,
I love that set. Like, that's just a little touch from his to make it the 5-star, so.
dude, and how about the table spot before that?
God.
Where like the power bomb off the apron onto the table. That thing exploded.
Yeah, it did. It really did, man. It was fucking awesome.
Dude, and this match was stiff.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God! Now I remember what it was like working with Rob. Thank God, I only had to do one weekend with him, but it was a 4-day weekend.
But you and Dreamer would tag like against him and Sabu a
Yeah, but
fair
that's
amount
their
too.
one-on-one with RVD. Fuck no.
yeah, acts like me, Sabu, go to the outside, tag me around, in the ring.
Really? I'm gonna sell for Sabu.
Did he play pick a hand with you?
It's more like pick a foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
foot right upside the head.
Yeah, I don't think he said that, but pretty much.
This was
RVD, I'll give you a joint.
that was for taking his mushrooms, man. This was a fantastic match, and I guess
Wow.
I don't like the fact that they made this into a clip show and put like reruns out there for your debut, but
Right.
if you are showing people a match what ECW could be, hell, RVD and Jerry Lynn
You can't get much better than
you
that.
can't get much better than it, and I'm sure a lot of the audience had never seen this match before, so
Dude, you gotta understand, when Rob's doing that jumping into the audience, those landing on those chairs is like just no regard for your body whatsoever then.
Oh, yeah.
Just no regard. And then and later on you'll see it matters if it's a metal chair, but then there's other chairs that are heavy that you see in the old school ballrooms where they weigh like 10 pounds a piece. Dude, you don't want it. I mean, the chair, there's like that 3-inch padding on the chair from the old school ones, but the other thing's hard as shit.
and some of those are like the connected row of chairs.
Oh, dude, they're
So
stiff.
They're all connected and they
they're
like
so
fold down
stiff.
together.
They're freaking concrete, man.
Oh man.
And he's just diving into them, dude.
Yeah, into the fans and everything, and the fans are like, yeah!
The fans back up like 3 feet, but they don't give a fuck. They're like,
No.
yeah, hit me. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Like, it's crazy.
It's great, dude.
It's a clip match, but I mean, this is an all-time RVD Jerry Lynn match, so definitely go check this one out.
Dude, I liked it even better, honestly, because I know we've already like watched it and seen it before, but watching it back, I liked it even better. Like,
Yeah.
it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, it really fucking
Yeah, you
was.
forget how, these guys are basically right there in their primes.
They
You know
are.
what I mean? They're young boys right here, young strapping boys, dude.
Yeah.
They're like fucking.
And those two together are just magic, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easily the best Jerry's. Like I got Sabu, he's got
RVD.
RVD, yeah.
Yeah. There was a plug from Joey for Roller Jam. You ever watch Roller Jam, Hack? Any of
Oh,
the-
I loved roller derby, so I probably watched the roll. Oh yeah, when they had the snake pit in the middle, they had to jump over it, dude. The roller. Listen, this was my Saturday back in the day. Like when I'm in 7th grade and I'm living on Lawrence Road. At 1 o'clock there would be wrestling. At 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock there would be roller derby, and then wrestling would come back on at 5 o'clock. That was my Saturday. Roller derby was the best.
You love the Roller Derby.
What a work! It was just a work. Just
It was a work.
guys kicking guys into balls with roller skates. I mean, come on. But I loved it, dude.
I've never even like seen actual roller derby.
They roll around on a velvet
I know
ball.
what it is, but like I've never watched an actual clip of it.
This was their attempt. TNN also had on roller derby after ECW, so.
But it was way better looking women, all blitzed up and
Yeah.
shit like that.
And semi-extreme.
Yeah, it was trying to revamp it, and that was kind of like their Friday night block was, we'll give you an hour of extreme wrestling and an hour of roller derby. And
Is this how Heyman got to doing that movie? What is it, Rollerball?
yeah, I believe that was
that's-
part of it,
Okay,
yes.
all right, go on.
I know the movie.
This one's for you. What professional wrestler was in Rollerball and what was his name in it?
I definitely don't know his name, but no, I don't know. I'm gonna say Piper, but that's not
Ice hockey player. It was an ice hockey player. Am I not being the right movie?
Yo, one wrestler was in roller derby. Oh, he might have been an ice hockey player. You know what? I think I'm wrong.
Is he in that?
No.
Okay. I was thinking of one with Schwarzenegger.
What the fuck? Oh my
Oops.
god. Who asks a
Cocaine's a
trivia?
hell of a drug.
Who asks a trivia question
Over
and
here
doesn't
like
know the
Hack is
answer?
fucking off his rocker.
Dude,
You were batting 1,000 tonight, Hack.
Give me this. This is done.
He's confiscating his
Oh,
pen.
that's the good one.
Yeah, we're sending it to
That
Tony.
pen's the good one, dude.
There was a video
It's
package.
that dad pen.
There was a video
Oh, that
package
pen is good.
for the ECW World Title, which I liked because it kind of highlighted guys that are in wrestling and big stars that had never actually won the belt. And he listed off Conan, Benoit, Austin, and Mick Foley as saying our World Title is so good, and the challengers in order to win this belt. These
Yeah,
are
that
guys.
was smart. Yeah.
That was kind of smart, right? Like
Yeah,
they're trying
showing the
to,
championship lineage.
but you're also
and
showing
names that people recognize.
No.
Yeah.
And say, hey, these guys couldn't cut the mustard in ECW. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, our guys had
Yeah,
the
they
belt
had to
for
go
100
soft on us and go to WWE.
right. So it's a good little promotional thing. They also had the package of Shane throwing down the NWA
Now, hold
title.
on. We glossed over Fonzie getting hit by a chair in that match. I'd never seen. That's the first time I ever saw Fonzie getting hit by a chair.
That was a nice one too, man.
Yeah,
It was a shot.
Yeah,
and then
Daddy.
he took a good. That would have been the next match. That he took a good bump from Jerry.
Up next on the show was the ECW World Title match between Taz and Rhino. This
Good
was
job.
just Rhino was just man. Rhino takes the fucking suplex through the table, which was fucking insane. He dropped him right on his neck on that table, and then he just choked him out. He gave him a powerbomb, and that
He
was
got
about it.
no offense whatsoever. I don't think.
No, he powerbombed him to start the match, and then Taz.
yeah, he could
he
have.
no-sold it.
Then he no-sold it.
He
Yeah.
no- yeah.
He
So
gave to Jerry more than the fucking.
Yeah.
he
He
Jerry
did.
way more.
That's
He
what I'm
did.
saying. Like, that's interesting, the way that they
Right.
built up Rhino. Now, I don't know the exact timeline on when, he was supposed to be the Beast to when this was.
right.
But,
I made him the Beast in September or in October.
Okay.
yeah, right.
I did.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, you bring this,
He was doing jobs before I got there. Literally. For everybody.
yeah, it's crazy. The guy built like that is doing jobs, especially. He's bigger than Taz.
I know, but you want. I get it. That's if somebody you could have a competitive match with Taz and have believability for the character of Taz. It's fucking Rhino. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
And I forgot that it's Rhino's first day in the fucking business.
right. It's just good. Yeah, it was complete squash.
It was a
but
squash, yeah.
It was entertaining as fuck squash. I'll give it
Yeah.
that. Entertaining as fuck squash. There was a video on Sabu just showing his some highlights, and they were. He's currently banned from the U.S. That's what they were hyping
That's
up.
great.
I love that tagline.
I know.
He's allowed to wrestle elsewhere, but in the U.S. he's banned. I thought that was just
Wrestling's
awesome.
the best.
Wrestling is the best for shit like that, man. I thought the same thing.
He's banned from the United States.
Great.
Up next on the show was Spike Dudley taking on Big Sal, and man, on this show, why was this on there? I mean, you're putting over Spike. I get it. Spike's great and all.
Feel
You
good
said it
moment.
yourself. Roster's depleted, dude.
Feel
I
good
know,
moment.
but it is-
It's that to say that if these are new viewers, anything could happen. They see
Okay.
the small guy against the big guy. I
good
don't
point.
know, but that's how I look at it.
a
No,
good
that's
point.
a good point, Hack. Yeah, I actually didn't think of that. So, it does kind of show you because at
They're like, what are these people putting this on for? This big guy's gonna kill this guy.
right. So then you're showing people in ECW whatever your preconceived notions are of wrestling, throw them out.
Well, and also too that they're probably not seeing that and other wrestling that they're watching.
No, if this match happened on a WCW Thunder, you know exactly what would have happened.
Yeah, it would be 18 seconds.
Yeah. Big Sal would squash him and do a big splash, and that would be it. Spike won the match with the acid drop.
And I love when he steps on him and he's like
It's
stomping on his stomach.
It's great. It's great. And I love the giant killer Spike Dudley gimmick, and I love Spike, but I just kind of question this for the opening of your show. This was your main
Oh, it's
event.
great when he gets thrown through the table later on.
This was your main
So
event of your first show, was Spike Dudley taking on Big Sal. Think about that.
Oh, it was the main event.
It was the main event match. It wasn't the last
Yeah, I don't
segment.
even know that is that.
I know, but I'm saying, like, this is, if you put that on, like, if somebody had a wrestling company today where they went national and they got some cable for the very first time and they put, like, a match like that on their first show, they would be getting killed.
I mean, that
online.
was ECW, though, kind of.
It kind of was, yeah.
It was just like a hodgepodge. Like, there was, like...
No, I know, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. The Impact players were backstage. They introduced themselves.
God, that was what an interview. Yeah.
And you had Cyrus, man.
Cyrus was fucking hilarious.
He
As
was-
per
Cyrus
usual.
was the best part of the whole
Yeah,
interview.
per
Dude,
usual.
Cyrus was great, dude. He's talking about...
You know, I'm trying to get over.
Yeah, the camera. Because the camera kept going to Dawn Marie, and he was like, I need my TV, I need my camera time.
Yeah.
It was great stuff, man.
And, like, using the link, like you said, like, using, like, yeah, I need to get over, like, not saying I need my camera time, like, literally dropping the... Like,
And it's so great that he's still in the business now, doing his shit in front of the camera.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
still just as great.
And he wasn't considered like one of us in the locker room. You know what I mean? Because he was like one of the Alberta boys.
Yeah. Well, he's fucking killing it still in AEW, man.
Yeah.
One of the...
Yeah, it's great.
And
I
he's,
love that.
And he's awesome, dude. He's one of, like, the lone
And
good...
that's Scott Lemieux. What's his
Scott D'Amore.
He's
Yes.
another one that was around. That's still around now. Doing
Yeah,
stuff.
he's got
Great.
Maple Leaf
Maple
Pro
Leaf Pro
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they're big.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome, man. And then to close the show out, you had Taz talking about ECW on TNN.
I couldn't even listen.
And yeah, that was it. So interesting first episode. The next one, this one was coming from the Lost Battalion Hall in Queens.
I love that building, man.
What a fucking building! I think it's one of my favorite. Like,
It's definitely up there.
it's
for
right
me.
up there with the Golden Dome for me, as far as, like, besides the arena, like the best buildings ECW would run. And then this one started off with Taz taking on Tajiri, and as you guys mentioned, Tajiri definitely got in more offense than Rhino did. Like, not even close. Tajiri was kicking him in the head, and then he tried to get him in the tarantula, and then Taz he gave him
That was a bump.
an Alabama Slam spinebuster. Fucking drilled him with that. He hit him with a Tazplex, and he spit in his face, which was interesting. And then they were just fighting it out. And he hit another Tazplex on him, and he threw in some crossface shots, and then he got kicked in the head. And then Tajiri went for another kick, but Taz ducked that one and threw him in the Taz mission. This was pretty quick, but pretty fun, though. I enjoyed this for what it was.
It was weird because Taz was selling like he was dead, but then hop up like nothing ever happened. At times,
Yeah.
it was a weird dynamic.
He gave him a 2 count with the kicks,
Yeah, like
you know?
I don't know. It was
His
just
transition from selling to being up is too snap, crackle, pop.
too dead to hide.
You gotta work your way up. Take your time a little bit getting back over to the guy after he beat you up for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One little thing, you're right up on top of him outside the ring.
Right, and walking around like doing the crowd like what's up, like
The crowd loved Taz,
Yeah, at that
especially
point,
dude.
yeah.
You want to talk about over?
Well,
I
and
mean,
New York boy.
New York.
I
yeah,
know,
right.
but the
Might as well be in his own hometown. Freaking at the playground that he grew up in.
he was over, but I mean, it's really, really over there. It was
No,
fun.
he was.
It was fun.
Yeah. No, over huge.
Then they
Huge.
cut. After this, they went to Joey opening up the show, and then Joel Gertner came out and he said that he's the new co-host. And he said, I'm like the Rubik's Cube. The more you play with me, the harder I get, Gertner.
Always great.
He's the fucking best, man. Out came Jerry Lynn, and Jerry wasn't the best promo guy, but...
I'm like, why is Jerry coming out? Why is Jerry here to cut this promo?
An in-ring
I guess
promo,
to get
too.
to what the end of the means, but
it's
oh my
also...
God, the beginning.
It should have been a pre-tape versus in-ring, I think. But he said that they're better than Raw and Nitro, and he said that we can give him the
He's
best...
not the guy to cut that promo.
No,
He's
but
just not.
you kind of want him to challenge Rob because he's the challenger here, but And he said we should bring out the best match we can. And he called out RVD for a TV title match. Fonzie came out and he said no. And then Lynn went after Fonzie, so RVD came out. And then, yeah, that's what we got there. The Dudleys then were out, and this is their last night in the company. And I think that's kind of interesting that you give them a tag title shot when it's their last night in the company. And I mean, it all just
because it's the threat of them laying the titles down,
yes,
you know, to Vince or whatever. You know, and I mean, that's just ultimate. The Dudleys were ultimate fucking heels, and that's the ultimate heel move.
And the payoff of this was amazing.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you're giving us a title
shit for Paul there.
Like, you're giving us a fucking title shot, and we're gonna fucking take your titles, and ultimately, like, doesn't get any more heel than that.
No, and
the promo that Bubba cut on it was even more perfect, just to add on to it. Like, WWE is where we become legends and gods. Like, that's just fucking turning up the heat even more.
Dude, as soon as those two fucking came into, like, dude, the energy in the building just got up. Like, those two you could see were just feeling themselves. Like, Bubba's sitting there looking at the crowd like this, and you could tell he's on top of any fucking planet that there could be possibly be at that moment.
Oh,
like,
he's riding the high of that crowd.
Yeah, like both of those dudes were just like, oh man, it was really cool to watch.
There was a great spot where Balls threw Spike over the top into the Dudleys. I thought that was so cool. They were back in the ring, and then Spike got hit by a Bubba Bomb, and then
that looked good as shit.
Off the second rope.
Yeah.
All right, listen to me. I got it for anybody that wants to be a professional wrestler. There's a way to take that move. When Bubba has
don't let Bubba give it to you.
No, you want Bubba to give it to you. Bubba's helping because he's taking a lot of the mat, like the concussion with his ass. So when you're fucking in Spike's position, you got to cradle the back of his head with one of your arms. But when Bubba stands up, as soon as he's like in the air a little bit, you got to push back off his head and push your shoulders towards the mat, or you're going to land on your lower back where your hips are. And you see it all the time. Guys do it now.
And then whiplash your head.
Yeah, you got to shoot your elbows back so everything lands flat. And he landed flat with Bubba's ass, so it makes the bump that much easier on himself.
Oh, that's really interesting stuff there, man. Spike was thrown on the barricade. He was busted wide open.
I was wondering how he fucking...
so was I. I was like, how did he get cut?
I don't know, but I don't know if he just bladed from there. But
he don't need color.
This is where Bubba super bombed him off the middle rope hack, which is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
Before the commercial break.
Yeah, that looked like the best super bomb off the middle rope I've ever seen in my life.
Awesome.
Dude, really, Bubba's weighing like 380 here, easy.
Yeah.
Oh, Bubba's so good when he does that shit. Because Spike would do the acid drop, and Bubba's doing all the work. Like,
and Bubba lands so flat, it's like a board when he lands flat. I don't take that bump like that.
He takes that perfect face bump.
It's like a board landing.
Dude, not many people in the business take a good face bump. I don't know if they're afraid to do it or like...
For some reason, I don't like it on my chest.
We've talked about it before, where it's just not a natural way for you to fall.
No, it's like Mercedes Monet's finisher. It's like, to make it look good, you need to take a flat face bump, and nobody takes the right bump for it, so her finisher doesn't look...
What's the one with like the Brock Lesnar thing where you push him off his shoulders, you spin him around? They don't take that flat bump either.
Knees hit first all the time,
Look how bad Cena takes him now from that move. That was him. Cena lands on his knees and his elbows.
They all do,
Yeah.
I don't...
Nobody wants to take that gut flat bump, dude. I'm telling you.
I'll do it. You hear me? Anybody out there? I'll do it. I'll take it.
No problem. I don't like that pump.
Devon hit a reverse DDT on Balls, and Spike was thrown over the top and through a table. That was
great.
Dude,
Yeah.
what a spot.
I expected it, kind of.
Oh, all the people on the timekeepers were like, oh, fuck. Yeah,
I know, they didn't do that.
No, it wasn't like they did anything over by the table before, too.
No, he just fucking threw, and they were like, oh, shit.
It was fucking nice. Then Balls hit him both with some chair shots. He got a table, and then he brought out some tacks.
What fucking Devon doing the fucking whatever? When he got hit
seizure.
With the,
Dude,
his seizure cell.
with his arm. Oh, I wrote that down.
The seizing
All
cell?
right, listen. That, and when he fucking takes that, I don't know, when you ever see him sitting on his ass taking that pump,
he does the hop.
I don't know. I don't know anybody else that can do that. That can jump on your ass in the middle of the ring, dude. It's great.
I love it.
He's got those strong
I love
ass
that
cheeks.
cell. I thought the other one was a little fucking like.
No, it was, but it's just that's why it's hilarious.
I love it.
It's
The
like,
seizing- the
it's
seizing.
like the Rock Stunner cell.
It's so over the top.
That's true too.
Where he jumps up like
Yeah. So Balls got put through the table that he set up, and then Spike was trying to make the save, but it looks like he was a little late on the save there.
I thought so too.
And then they get him up for a 3D, and then they pin Spike to win the titles.
Great fucking timing with the 3D because it doesn't look like it's a 3D, and Bubba does a great job of getting in position because he's on the side of Devon because Devon swings him in, and Bubba's right next to him. And Bubba just comes out of fucking nowhere and fucking does the cutter, man. They were fucking no wonder they were leaving for WWE at that fucking point because they were on fucking
Oh,
fire.
and the Duds did a good catch in the middle when Spike jumped over the top rope and he almost was landing on his head.
Yeah, that's when Balls threw Spike over on top of them. Yeah.
And like Bubba or Devon grabbed him around on his waist because he was going on his head like Mike Awesome does later on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mike.
This was fun, though. This was some fun stuff, and it sets up this later angle here. So the Dudleys are back there, and they said where boys become men and men become heroes in the WWF, and heroes become legends. And he said if God was a heel, he'd be the Dudley Boys.
Great line.
And he called Stamford, Connecticut the true hotbed of hardcore wrestling, which is just great. I mean, it's just great shit.
The God thing's even more prophetic than you think because it's the Dudley Boys and God's more than one person, right? It's him and his son.
Well, it's
Isn't that what it's God? Isn't God?
It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Whatever,
yeah, it's three.
Yeah, so Sign Guy's in there too.
Yeah, well, Sign Guy. So I love. Well, glad you mentioned Sign Guy because I want to talk about him here in this too. And he said that before they go, there's one more thing they have to do, and they said they're going to destroy this company by taking out the heart and soul. And the fans were actually chanting for you, Hack. I don't know if you could hear them. They were chanting for Sandman.
I thought they were chanting for Sabu.
They were chanting for Sabu too, and the Dudleys said
begging for anything.
Well,
Sabu couldn't wrestle in the country, so.
And Bubba did a good job of saying it don't matter who you say.
Right. And they said we'll give him the 3D if he comes out. And then they told Tommy Dreamer to come out if he cared about this company. And Dreamer's got a really bad back at this point, and that's actually a shoot. And Dreamer comes out, and he's like limping, and Heyman's trying to stop him in the aisle. And Franny comes out trying to stop him. And Bubba calls her a $2 whore, which was great.
And Gertner with the best line of the whole fucking night.
Gertner's line to Joey, can I borrow $1.87?
$1.87, something just came up. Because he called Franny a $2 whore. So Gertner goes, yo, Joey, you got $1.87? Something just came up.
Like he's got 13.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
It was so funny. It was such
hilarious.
It was
So
such
good.
a great line. And then you get a bunch of clips of the Dudleys and Dreamer going over their feud. And the Dudleys talk about how they broke Beulah's neck. And then Bubba said that the Dudleys used to go into her hospital room and double team her.
Was he double team?
Yeah, so Dreamer snaps, and it's on, and
He
he's in
gets
the ring.
and the bell rings. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah.
We got a bell.
We got a bell.
And there's a match?
And there's a match.
8 seconds.
And Dreamer's there, and the Dudleys, and Dreamer doesn't have a partner.
It's hilarious because they were just trying to beat up Tommy, and Tommy gets in the ring, and it's like ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
It's like, wait, this is a match? Yeah, I thought this was an ass kick.
That's the best.
And Malino's like, all right.
Dreamer had some salad tongs, and he went after Devon's balls with them.
I thought that was a cheese grater. I missed that one.
Franny had a ladder in the ring, and then Tommy.
Brady looked great in that white outfit.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, man.
Tommy hit the Dudleys with that. Franny then hit Sign Guy in the head. Bubba got thrown into the ladder, and Devon got tossed into Bubba, and then there was the flying headbutt ball shot by Devon. Bubba got up, and he threw Dreamer into the ladder. And then he's really selling the back at this point, and the Dudleys just are destroying with some belt shots. They load up for the 3D, and Dreamer has a really nice counter with a DDT as like a hope spot.
Great finish.
And then sliding into the ring is Raven, and the fucking place erupts for Raven making this run.
Literally.
I mean, one of the biggest pops in company history. DDT's Bubba. and pins him to win the tag team titles, where he's tag team champions with his sworn enemy, Tommy Dreamer. It's ECW for you.
Fucking great.
You got Raven.
It is so good to put Tommy and Raven together as your tag like champions,
And-
like as the spin-off to the Dudleys leaving. Like,
And the cool thing is Raven just left WCW. So you have Raven, like a WCW guy in ECW, beating guys that are going to WWF. Like, it's just keeping them in the headlines.
ECW, yeah, right.
In ECW, like, it's just keeping that, stuff in the headlines. And really, really awesome stuff. And the dichotomy of Tommy and Raven, I think it had a ton of potential as a team. And I don't know if it really lived up to it in '99. But, man, was this amazing.
Who did they lose to?
I think the Impact player.
yeah, they were
Justin-
feuding with Justin.
Well,
and
dude,
Yeah.
that's the
Lance
match
for-
that you came back on. It was Tommy and Raven versus Justin and Lance. Was
You guys
when
had the-
you had your return.
You guys had the 6-man at November to Remember '99. But,
Great match.
yeah. But this was awesome. I mean, really, really awesome.
And the
awesome
timing
shit.
on it was fucking perfect, too.
Yeah, it really, really was. And just like, as far as an angle goes, for your second TV show, this is a money angle. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, really, really awesome stuff. So, I thought that was a ton of fun. The next episode was also from this same location, the Lost Battalion Hall in Queens. And they were just doing a recap of the previous show, which is, really smart stuff. You do a big angle, start off your next show.
Yeah, heck, would you guys, when you went up there, would you do like a weekend at that building or something? Because having like,
Saturday
I was just wondering about having 2 like back-to-back episodes there, but I guess it's
Probably
all
taped-
clipped and everything.
Yeah, they probably taped like 4 hours or something. Or 3
Because they
hours
only
or
had an
something.
hour of TV, but the shows were...
40-some minutes with, commercials.
No,
or
but I'm
whatever.
saying like the actual shows
Oh, yeah,
were fucking like 3 hours. They could be 3 hours, but you
Right,
only had
so
an
it was
hour
just
of
a
TV.
3-hour show cut into.
Right. That 3 hour, that one night could be 3 weeks of TV.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could spread it out for that. From there, you get a recap of that. And the main event.
WWE used to shoot a month of television down at 42nd and Market Street.
Wow.
A whole month they would shoot. I went there one time and I couldn't realize it. I was like in 8th grade, 9th grade.
And then like a month later, you're watching the matches that like were
I
just
never saw the Lumberjacks. They came in and wrestled 3 times, won the belts, and I watched it all play out the next month.
That's when
I
you were
was
like,
amazed.
something's not
I
adding
know.
up here.
I just don't really care.
You were 19 years old.
I was younger. I was like 15.
So then there was a Rhino and Super Crazy match, which was started off
really
off here.
good match.
Really, really awesome match. I love just like the dichotomy of like, okay, you got your luchador guy, you got your muscle guy here.
Well, Rhino's agile as shit. Right?
Oh, yeah.
He's just a big agile dude.
I fucking love Super Crazy, man.
Dude,
So
crazy.
do I.
Everybody's like that springboard moonsault spot that Logan Paul does. Super Crazy was like the first time I ever saw that.
That was the first time I had ever seen that.
It's fucking amazing.
And Rhino's the perfect like
Bass.
yeah. He's the
Yeah.
perfect base and he's the perfect vehicle for somebody like Super Crazy because because it's not like he's just some big lug either. Like he's agile, like Hack said. Like so he's perfect to move around, catch, do all that, and maneuver off of that. Like that was a really good pairing that we probably didn't see enough of.
No, I thought it was a great combo.
Yeah.
Those two. There was some really funny stuff on commentary where Gertner kept trying to order Mexican food, which was pretty funny.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah. Yes. There was a Super Crazy hit a tornado DDT, and then there was a moonsault that got the knees, and there was a power slam, and then Crazy countered a power bomb into a Hurricane Rana for the pin. This was super fun stuff, and I
Really
think
surprised to see Rhino not going over.
Well,
I mean, at this time, I know Hack said like Hack said he's jobbing, but it's just like in my mind, like I'm like, kind of weird that.
yeah, in my mind, Rhino's the guy because obviously he's who you think would be like the
But if you-
position higher guy.
If
But
you think about it, I don't know. Is Paul putting Super Crazy over on TV, trying to reach a different audience
yeah,
to TV?
All right,
You
now
know,
you're thinking like Hack.
yeah, I think you're right though. I think you are
I don't
right.
know. That literally just plugged into my brain when you said that, Ollie. I wasn't even thinking about watching the match because I did think it was a little strange. Super going
Yeah, if
over.
Ray was here, it would have been Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like you put Super Crazy over, and you're like, you get, you know,
That's
the Mexican audience,
that's a lot of
whatever.
your West Coast
Right.
offense, right? Your California fucking, that's a whole fucking lucha.
Yeah.
Right, maybe that adds,
And-
and maybe that's why Tajiri got so much offense against Taz.
Well, and the other thing too is that they did give Rhino the post match where he beat down Crazy.
Right,
I
so
was
it's
begging for that.
Well, it's like you kind of give him
a
a little
win-win.
bit. You give him the heat, but you give Crazy the win, so you give him the
yeah,
little
right. It's
bit.
a win. It's a win-win situation. They both look strong.
Super
Super Crazy gets
pissed
the
if
win.
they didn't do the beatdown.
Yeah. And then next
I
up,
was expecting it after the Taz job. I was.
I mean-
I was like, dude, because I forgot that he wasn't the.
he wasn't at that
man
level
beast
quite
man
yet. Yeah. So because Masato Tanaka and Mike Awesome are taking on Taz for the ECW title at Anarchy Rules, we get their match from Heatwave '98, and we've recapped this on the show before.
Yeah, and it's just fucking awesome.
It's fucking great, dude. I mean, there's so much shit there that these two guys, we say it all the time, whenever they're matched up, man, they just fucking kill
It's like
each other.
Jerry and RVD.
They are each other's best opponent ever, and just fucking amazing shit. And
Where he hopped up on the fucking top rope and jumped to the outside. Dude, that's
beast, man. He's a fucking
And
beast.
landed in them stiff chairs, dude.
Yeah, like there's no other way to say it. Mike Awesome is a fucking beast, and Masato Tanaka is still going in 2025.
Yeah.
He is still working, and it's fucking crazy, man.
I saw him somewhere not too long ago.
We saw him at
WrestleMania
WrestleMania 40.
Philly.
Okay.
We saw him at WrestleMania 40 weekend. Yeah. But this match is great, and if you guys want to check this one out, make sure to watch Heatwave '98 for the complete version. It's really fucking good shit.
Yeah.
There was a tornado DDT on some chairs that had Tanaka picking up the win there. Our main event now is the TV title match between Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam. And man, this one again was fucking stiff, dude. There was some shit in this, like when Jerry hit him with the bulldog, Rob's neck like gets kind of caught on like RVD's body on it. It was nasty, man. I mean, there was so much shit in this match. Hack, what do you got in your notes, man?
Because I had already watched. I had watched all these episodes at once. You know what I mean. So this one, I wasn't so much worried about writing notes. I was actually sitting back watching the crowd during this match more than I was watching the wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, just watching the crowd reaction of people.
Well, the crowd was loving
I
this.
know.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
just great.
It's amazing. Like you think about 1999, and it's not like the wrestling world didn't have great matches on television every once in a while, but as
Not
far
like
as
that.
not
It
like
didn't happen.
this, not
It
like
just- It
this.
just wasn't like that.
Like 99 was a pretty weak year in ring wise because the Attitude Era was a lot of short matches and a lot of bullshit run-ins and
A lot
stuff.
of talking.
And
A lot of talking.
scenes,
It's kind of like it is today
Yeah, and
between the two companies. I mean, obviously WWE has some high work rate shit, but like, but what we're watching, like RVD and Jerry Lynn, is what we're watching on AEW with almost every fucking match.
right, it's like nothing can
That's a
hold
good point.
nothing can hold a candle to this. You know what I mean? Like whatever WCW was putting out there on Nitro or Thunder, and what WWF was putting out there on Raw or SmackDown, it wasn't this level. So it's like, you know, yeah, Heyman had that trump card of, hey, we could put on RVD and Jerry Lynn and beat you guys. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, at least beat you wrestling quality wise. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I mean?
only way you're getting that is like a Ray Kidman or a
Eddie match,
Or
Benoit,
whatever, yeah.
Dude,
Right.
these matches were just so fucking good. And like the thing that sticks out to me the most, especially with like a big topic in today's wrestling, is like all the false finishes. Like you never saw Rob going for the fight. Like how often was it countered ever? And he never went for it unless it was the finish of the match.
Yeah.
Like it was always a false finish
why
into
it's your
something
finish.
else, into something like it's just such good fucking like wrestling psychology that you don't have to do your finishing move every fucking time. You can get falses and good reactions by doing other moves.
yeah. Sorry, Tosh,
No, go
but it's crazy because it had turned that like whenever somebody did their finish, then that was it. You know what I'm saying? So then people saw that as like stale, you know? So then people started adding like the falses on that. And then now it's just got so fucking overblown that like it's time to go back.
Well, they
You know
are
what I'm
going
saying?
back
Like-
with all these slipover matches that are happening now in pay-per-views. You know the matches that we're talking about where you're
last
shit, that's the end.
last AEW pay-per-view, we were all kind of surprised on the little.
We said we were like, fuck it, we loved it. Yeah.
I kind of think it's going that way too. It's like you see it as like a pendulum, and when it goes too far one way, you got to go back a little bit that way, and you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube at all for false finishes and stuff. But when it comes to protecting actual finishers, the fact you got to kick out of 3 finishers or 4 finishers or 5 finishers, like it's spam, and it's just kind of, as a fan, it takes you out of the match because you're like, well, I know the finish isn't coming until at least the second or third one.
Right.
You know what
Nobody's
I mean?
biting on your first false.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like all these wrestlers now have so many signature moves that every fan knows that you can create great falses out of all these moves that you do.
Yeah.
Like, because every fan knows every moves that all these wrestlers do.
Yeah.
So it's like you can get a good false out of it and be like, oh, fuck, did he almost just finish him out of that?
Right.
Yeah, it was like the Okada swerve match when, like, Okada teased the clothesline like 5 different times. I was like, man, I don't really like that.
Yes, that was.
But then when he finally fucking hit it, there was no false. It was 1, 2, 3, and then I was like, boom. That's how you do it. You tease it, then when you hit it, because if they would have false there, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
But like, if you tease it and you don't get it, and then once you finally hit it, that's fucking money.
Well, and think about how much more it means if you protect the Rainmaker and you have him, nobody kicks out of it, and then the one time somebody does.
That means so much more.
And the crowd fucking explodes for it.
Right. Instead of that being the expectation point. So it's...
And we did the reverse I did the reverse explode. When they counted 3.
Yeah, you're like...
On the first one, I was like, oh, yeah!
Well, it's like the finish might come a little flat to you at first, and then you're like, oh, I actually like that.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, when that happened, I was like, fuck yeah. Finish on the first finisher. Nice.
But this one...
And then the reverse pop. Like,
this match didn't get a finish. They fucked you on the finish with the run in here.
I know, I'm watching Hack watch, and he goes, oh, they just ruined the fucking match.
Well, it's a good teaser to get you to watch the next week's episode. Because,
yeah, but Joey's got a coverage saying, we finish matches, we're not like these in WWE and shit like that. I didn't like that.
No, and then, so the Impact players run in. There's just a no contest. And then the Impact players were backstage, and
I'm kind of surprised that Lance was the one to grab the mic first in the
Over
ring,
Justin?
or if at all, over Justin. I mean, I know you're probably you're trying to get new characters over, trying to try new things on TV and whatever, but man, he needed some work on the mic.
And they're setting it, and it's like, I get that we wanted to see the finish of Jerry RVD, but you have the Dudleys leaving, and you're trying to set up a new heel tag team as like, you know, like the new top heel fucking guys. So they come in and lay out 2 of the top guys that you've been showing.
Yeah.
And that gets them fucking immediate heat.
And you don't have to waste the finish on RVD and Jerry Lynn, who are working each other I don't know how many times now.
Right.
Yeah, right. You can afford to do one fuck finish because you've done...
To establish these guys as the new top heels in the fucking... Yeah.
So the show finished up with a highlight package of the Impact players, and then they announced Jerry Lynn and RVD for next week's episode. So it's kind of like, hey, come back next week. We'll give you that match, and we'll give you a finish on it. But I thought that these were, it's entertaining shows. These were pretty easy watches. If you guys have never seen these, I definitely recommend checking out the second episode.
Really good wrestling on them.
Yeah, really good wrestling. I mean, it's from other ECW pay-per-views and stuff, but this RVD Jerry Lynn match was fucking awesome, and there was some really cool stuff on there. So I would say, if you're an ECW fan, you never actually watched these, definitely go check them out.
Yeah,
just to look at the building and the crowd.
Oh, the crowd
too,
was
and
awesome.
everything.
Like
right.
these are easy watches. You know what I mean? Like they're 40-some minute episodes.
That's so funny. I saw when Awesome hit Tanaka with one of the chair shots, I saw like 3 dudes in the front row just like jump up like, oh!
like it was the best thing they'd ever fucking
like,
seen.
Oh! Like it was fucking sick. It's just awesome.
It was awesome. Next week on the show, we are covering AEW All Out and WWE WrestlePalooza. So
Head to head on Saturday,
head
baby.
to head on Saturday. So we'll see. We'll be covering both shows on this show next week.
Let's go Toni Storm, baby.
Let's go, Tony. Tony, bring it home. Some housekeeping. If again, you're just checking out this show based on the Toni Storm interview, please make sure to go in the back catalog in the archives. We've covered every major U.S. wrestling event since WrestleMania 40, and we've done a ton of historic ECW shows, as well as another of awesome interviews with Bill Alfonso, Todd Gordon, Too Cold Scorpio, the bad boy Joey Janela, and adult film superstar Kendra Lust. So if you're just checking out our show, make sure you check out those interviews because I know
You might
guys...
want to be alone for that one.
Obviously, we are looking to do interviews whenever we can, get the opportunity to have some guests on the show. So stay tuned to the show, guys. I had the pleasure of being on with Jesse Velasquez from Top Rope Nation podcast series, and they are doing their 1995 ECW historical recaps. And of course, guess what I was invited on to cover, guys?
Sal Balomo.
No, not Hack either. Come on, you guys always bust my balls about this one.
Oh, the fucking your favorite match ever! You fucking loser!
Yes, he is.
The double dog collar,
Yeah.
you loser!
Yeah, you gotta
How
check.
did you get pulled out of the...
He listens to the show and he knows I'm a big mark for this match. So you want to
Is
check
it
it?
who is it?
It's a Top Rope Nation podcast.
No,
So-
who's the dog collar match?
Oh, it's Stevie and Raven versus the Pitbulls.
Okay.
It's from ECW Gangsters Paradise 1995. Jesse's a listener of our show. He does a great job with his podcast.
All
so,
right, nice.
If you want to hear more of me and go over an all-time favorite ECW match that the boys always bust my balls for.
Yeah, more Tosh Candy.
Yeah, we're a Tosh
What's the
Candy.
name of the pod?
Top Rope Nation podcast.
Top
series.
Rope Nation Podcast.
Yeah.
All right, so check that one out, guys.
It's my personal pick for the greatest ECW match of all time. So make
You
sure
fucking Mark.
you mark. Listener questions, as always, send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. This is him right now writing in too. Jesse from St. Paul writes in, "What's up, Hack Sparrow and the Broomall Pirates?" I like that.
Yeah. Hacks.
He's a great actor.
He is. Yeah.
Gunk, get on that. A Hack Sparrow fucking a Photoshop picture.
Tremendous podcast with Toni
Oh,
Storm.
I look great in pirate outfit.
All right, Beavis.
Hope to hear more from the current talent as the show rolls on. The chemistry of all you guys have is the big reason why it's my top wrestling podcast rotation. Hack,
Thanks, man.
your spot at ECW Gangsters Paradise where Rocco Rock threw you into the cage while your cigarette was still in your hand had me on the floor laughing. Do you have any stories with Ted Petty that you could share on the show?
Oh, the best ones are when we all went to his farm that day. We rode horses and rode a hayride and all that shit with Teddy and Al, Big Al.
911.
Yeah, Where was that at again?
Teddy's farm over in Jersey.
Yeah, the farm. I was in Jersey, right?
The childhood that you've had.
You guys had some good times in Japan and shit too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. He said, Ty and Ollie, you guys are more than welcome to join my show and review a 1995 or 96 ECW event. Hack's price tag is too high for my blood.
Yeah, I'll find a match that's better than the double dog collar match, and I'll come on for that one.
Throw a dart at anything.
You guys are so wrong.
I'm more of a summer '96 kind of guy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, here we go to put himself over.
You mean NWO, Ty?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The faux Macaulay Culkin. The faux Macaulay Culkin.
You mean the real Macaulay Culkin?
He said, keep up the phenomenal content. Your show is locked in tighter than Nia Jax with a chastity belt. You remember you made that one time? That was a great joke.
Oh, good shit, man. Thanks,
Oh,
brother.
thanks for listening, man.
Owen from Wisconsin writes in,
Oh, that was good.
Hey boys, been loving the shows lately. Tony episode was so unbelievably candid and entertaining. Are there any spots in wrestling that don't seem to happen anymore that you guys are really partial to? For me, the old double clothesline, double crossbody spot is a lost art in the business. So many matches are so choreographed and no longer look like competition, each guy trying to win. Those moves always struck a chord that both guys had the same idea at the same time, even if they're used as buffer spots in a match. Thanks for taking my question. Best wrestling pod on the market, not even close.
Thank you, man.
I actually heard a clip of...
Duck the clothesline, fire body press. Nobody does that anymore. That used to be a classic. Duck the clothesline, fly a body press was a
Yeah, 1-2 kick.
I love... I saw an interview with Dan Soder, a clip of him on my timeline, a comedian, and he mentions nobody does a double noggin knocker these days. I love a good double noggin knocker. You know, it's just a good spot. But it's great. It just works. And nobody does it anymore. And I'm like, damn, that's right, man. It's like, it's so 80s, but I think if you did it today, Like if you got what's it, Stokely, and if Edge and Christian grabbed him and did a double knocker with him and Dax and Cash.
Well, who does the headbutts? Somebody does the fucking headbutts now. That I can't.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't remember.
Yo,
but it's
did
like
you guys see the Dusty Rhodes thing I sent?
Absolutely, it was
that
amazing.
was good stuff. You watch it?
No, I didn't watch it yet.
Oh god, it was
No, I
great,
don't think I
dude.
checked it out.
It's Dusty giving out elbows to the whole four horsemen.
It was awesome.
Freaking great.
I gotta
Every
watch
single
it.
one of them.
Watch.
I mean, it was just boom, 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 and it doesn't get any better than that. Like that's amazing.
The place
I mean,
was losing their mind.
Yeah.
I think the writer had a good, the double clothesline. I don't know if I know anything like specifically, but I totally agree on the choreographed nature in which, the matches are in tune now. I just wish people, like, when they're running the ropes, like, kind of hacks that, like, throw a clothesline like you're trying to hit somebody on a duck. Like, throw it, like, act like you're, like, be in there, make it a professional wrestling match. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you're saying, like they
Contest.
like make it a wrestling match. Like,
Yeah.
don't make it like a choreographed dance, like he was trying to say. Like I don't really have any particular spots that come to my head
You got
off the
anything,
top
Ollie?
of it, but
Sell your hand after you fucking punch somebody.
Hacks over
you
here
can't give away the
smiling.
Hall of Fame.
No, but seriously.
No, it makes
like,
sense.
You don't have to do it every fucking time, but
Sometimes.
when you
Sell
punch somebody,
something.
it fucking hurts,
Yeah,
dude.
it does. We got to put that up on.
Don't keep pulling up a hack sparrow.
Dude, that car act, he is so good. It's just like Denzel, where he can change on a dime in one scene. Like when Denzel's out there and he wants the guys to kill Ethan, and he's like, "No, dude, you got to lay down your own. You got to put in your own work." And then he turns on all of them, and then, dude, that dude is great.
Let's get Johnny Depp on the pod.
Oh yeah, that's a.
That'd be great.
Edward
That dude is
Scissorhands, baby.
awesome. Scissor hands, all that.
Josh from Hamilton, Ohio, writes in.
All right, Josh
What's up,
from
fellas?
Hamilton.
Ohio.
Great job on the Toni Storm interview. Toni is without a doubt
Thank
one
you.
of the best female talents in the business right now, so it was great
One of
seeing
the
her.
best talents.
Yes, no need to put the female designation in there. It's talent, period. It was great seeing her on my favorite podcast. The questions, the conversation was solid from start to finish, and you could tell she really had fun with you guys. As an AEW fan, I was happy to hear she plans on being a lifer there. So my question is, what do you guys think AEW is currently doing better than other major promotions, and what do you guys think that they need to improve upon? Thanks for the great content. You guys rock. P.S. A while back, I wrote in to ask Hack if he had any plans on coming to my area anytime soon. So I was excited to hear he's coming to Sports Fest Dayton on the 27th. Really looking forward to it.
All right.
you'll be-
Yeah, so am I. They started to send me my ticket.
Oh, whoa. Maybe some heat with Sports Fest. But what do you guys think that they could do better? And what do you guys think that they do better than anybody else? Because I think wrestling quality bell to bell, that's what they do best than anybody else, in my opinion.
AEW needs to have a little bit more WWE in them, and WWE has to have a little bit more AEW.
That's kind of what I was going to say. I was going to say a little bit more variety in what they do and not what we do.
That's what we do here.
And not variety. Not variety. I mean, in a hardcore or it's a lot of similar working styles on their show. You know what I'm saying? I would when we say people watch the monitor, and I know that's kind of like the brand that you are, but I feel like you got to throw something else in there every once in a while, if that makes sense. Like a different type of match every once in a while. You know, kind of what Hack said, a little bit of WWE, in their thing, in their mix as well as that, if that makes any sense.
You got anything, Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely hear that point. I mean, I don't know if AEW necessarily cares. You know what I'm saying? Just because they want to be different and want to be the alternative. I mean, I definitely think they would benefit from taking maybe a little bit more from that side and maybe kind of slowing their matches down a little bit or taking some time off their matches and stuff like that. But for the last, I don't know, year and a half, AEW's really, really been good and really, really fucking hot. But one thing I do wish WWE would do better is making new stars.
Yeah. I think both companies need to make some new stars, because if you look at the age of these guys out there,
Especially in WWE.
especially in WWE, where the top card is so old, and now you're like, man, that those chickens are going to come home to roost sooner than later, and suddenly you're going to
Plug and play.
You think it's plug and play?
Yep.
Dude. Okay, you can plug and play, but these younger people that are coming up, they gotta get better than in WWE because they're not like
and more opportunities.
Yeah, like the older stars in WWE are so fucking far ahead and better than the younger people that it's like it's a real steep drop off.
No, I agree.
And they're in trouble with making new stars.
I absolutely agree. I think that they are in a lot of trouble for making new stars.
Well, dude, especially when you're going to 5 matches of pay-per-view.
I know.
You know what I mean?
One's Cena, one's Orton, one's Roman, one's...
And with no house shows,
AJ,
where do people have the opportunity to have reps or work on stuff or develop a character? Right.
It's like these people in AEW, a lot of people... They don't necessarily need the machine because they're able to go and do a GCW and get over with other people and get more popularity, get their reps and things like that. But there's a very, very big drop off in the talent in WWE from like the older people who've been there for like 20 years or so and the people who are coming up.
And I got one more thing that I would take away from AEW. The Casino Battle Royale.
You don't like it?
Yeah, you know, where they got the fucking 30 people coming in.
Well, I don't mind it if you kept it to just like 5 people, I wouldn't mind it. But when it goes into the double digits and you got a lot of floor layers.
I told you my I told you my change, just make it elimination style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then you like you can keep funneling people in and just fucking you can have one big guy come in and fucking pin 9 dudes and
get over.
Whatever. Fucking,
and you
can't just have 30 fucking guys
that way with eliminations, you could also, it's theoretically like the Rumble where you can get more than one person over in the match. Right. You can get the winner over, but you can also get multiple other people over
for eliminating multiple people.
So it's not like that. Like if you had eliminations in it, that way you could have somebody else get over too.
Yeah, because the only way that people get over in that match is like the first 2 minutes of their entrance. They come in and they fucking do their fucking 5 spots off the whatever, and then it's powder.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
that's all.
Doug, the professor, the official historical expert of the Sandman podcast, writes in. To the crew, sorry, no creative nickname this time. It seems like Eddie Kingston's on the mend and is coming back to the ring shortly. He is. He's taking on Big Bill at All Out. I think you guys said once before you think he would have been a great fit in the original ECW. Absolutely. I asked a few weeks ago about Big Bill and if he had any potential to be pushed. Do you think Kingston will do a favor and serve as the guy to start giving him one? Or do you think they're serving him up to be Kingston's comeback because the bigger they are, the harder they fall? And speaking of Kingston, where would you rate his mic work? I think he has a certain ethos that works despite the fact that he's not a body guy either. Been having a rough go of things lately, but your podcast and the Eagles love always helps, man. I hope you're doing well, Doug.
Appreciate it, Doug.
All right, Doug.
As far as Kingston, man, yeah, I think he's fucking amazing.
As far as him on the mic, I mean, I don't know if he's like your great like stereotypical like bullet point like promo dude, but the fans just love him. Love what he says.
Well, he's somebody like...
and it's just... He just says whatever the fuck's on his mind.
You can just tell it's, like, authentic and it seems fucking passionate. It doesn't have to be, like, the greatest line for line, bar for bar, my whole flow. It doesn't have to be that, but, like, they can just tell that he's coming from a place... The delivery for him is everything.
Oh, yeah, and you feel... It feels authentic with him.
Right.
And in wrestling, which is non-authentic, it's a fake... made-up world.
He's like the freaking who's a guy from around here from Maryland. His brother died. The Chinese Briscoe. It's like him in his interview. It's kind of like the same thing.
Yes, Hack, absolutely. With this, it's authentic, right? You feel the passion for pro wrestling.
It doesn't really matter kind of what he says. It's just like you can feel emotion coming from him.
Yeah. I love like his promo battles with like with Punk when they did their little program in AEW. I think was as good as it got for big league wrestling promos. And when AEW first started, that was one of the things that I really differentiated them from WWE was their promos. And I think their promos can get better now again. And I want to see Eddie Give him a mic, whether it's a minute or 3 or 5. That man needs a mic if he's on a show because he just says some passionate shit, man. And I'm excited to see what he's got.
Does he win?
Oh, yeah. He takes out Big Bill. Yeah.
After being out so long?
Yeah, I think he beats Big Bill.
I don't know. It seems... I don't really know the direction they're kind of in. It seems like they kind of want to push Bill, but...
I don't think so.
I'm calling the bad apple running.
It's the only reason why
Vince.
you saw Bill recently in a singles match is to do the job for Kenny.
I agree. For Kingston, yeah. I agree.
I just think that you can't hurt Eddie, so...
That's true, too.
You can't hurt him, but I mean, yeah.
You can't bring him back to do a job. He's not me.
No, he kind of is, though. It's kind of my point.
I think he is bulletproof. I think he's with Briscoe.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, how long has he been off? And he had a broken leg?
Yeah.
It's not. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him to lose the Big Bill.
No,
Big Ben
And Eddie's smart enough to...
Well, that's actually
you know what I'm saying?
That's actually a very Japanese style of selling. When guys would come off a long injury in Japan a lot of times and they would come back and work, they would actually have them lose one of their big first matches because if you think about it, they got the ring rust and everything. So
you're not supposed to win.
Right. So it's like you kind of have
wrestling.
It's wrestling.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
It's the double-double.
But I'm just saying, I think even if Eddie loses, he'll still be just as over as if he won.
No, but
I
yes,
agree.
I 100% agree. The win means more for Bill than it does Eddie.
Yes.
And I think Eddie's smart enough to fucking...
That's true.
And I think
That's totally true.
And I think
Bill's
Eddie's
in the
smart
land
enough
of
to
lost,
do
and he's
that.
been there ever since frickin' he was under Jericho's wing.
Yeah. Well, maybe Jericho comes back.
He was doing singles before then. It's all like it was like get under my thumb.
If you want to push Bill, you have Bill beat him clean.
Yeah, you do. But I don't know if they want to push Bill.
Or if you want to set up a program between Eddie and Chris, have Chris
Why
return.
wouldn't you want to push Bill?
Because he stinks.
Yeah, I know, but you could 911 him.
You could, yeah, you could hack. I mean, there's things that you
911 him.
Powerhouse, that dude. Stick those two together as freaking a tag team.
I mean,
Two big stars in the
But
company.
they don't have a tag team for them. Their tag team division's not
Put them against the black dudes.
Shelton and
yeah.
Lashley.
Because they can work. Well, Shelton will carry him.
we'll see.
Don't
Mitch.
you carry him.
Mitch from Timmins, Ontario,
Mitch.
Canada writes in, Hi Hack and the crew. If you ever want to see an example of why Sandman's entrance is the greatest of all time, look no further than the last DDT show out of Japan. The last match on the card was a Sandman Battle Royal, where each contestant got their own Sandman-type entrance. Cigs, crushed beers, you get it. They were all great. It never got boring. You just kept waiting to see the next take on the Sandman. Love the show. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
You have a match dedicated to you in the DDT promotion in Japan. They've ran this a couple times, where it's a
I'd
battle.
love to watch that.
Where it's
Dude,
a battle.
we have to watch that.
Where it's a battle royal where everybody enters as you. How do you
Now
feel?
we're talking.
How do you,
Is this like a 3.5 hour battle royal?
Literally. 7 minutes.
Had to pay Metallica a lot of money
Yeah.
How do you-
put that song on loop.
how do you feel about that, man? Is that just like cool?
That's fucking awesome.
That's so cool. That's so
Yeah,
fucking
that's
cool.
freaking cool.
How's this the first time I'm finding out about that?
They've done it for
And-
a couple years
And
apparently.
how are you not getting paid for it?
Oh yeah, that's what he's like. Yeah, DDT.
Could you imagine if
Come out at
that?
the end as the last guy.
Could you imagine
And I lose because I'm not good enough.
Could you imagine?
All right, Fumi, did you hear that? We gotta get on that.
Could you imagine the fucking pop if he actually?
Next year?
Well, because dude, they've heard like 28 Enter Sandmans, and it's like, all right, dude,
Next
here's the
year,
next
Fumi.
one.
Next year is surprise
And then it's
DDT.
actually fucking Hack.
Yeah.
We've thrown the rice bowls up in the air.
Next week on the show, AEW All Out and WWE WrestlePalooza. Make sure to like, share, review, subscribe. If you're new to the show, go in the archives. You're going to have a blast. But before we go, Hack, the Cane of the Week or
Where's
the
the
Toast of the Week?
painting? What happened to the painting, Ty?
I put it over there.
Oh.
We've sent a picture out of it already.
I don't care. I want to hold it.
Okay.
I think he's the greatest thing ever.
We got this painting. You got this painting in the mail from...
Ty, I mean, Ali, tell us who it is because I think it's Andrew.
The artist's name is Sean Davis.
Andrew, I guess, said. Dude, this is the greatest thing ever. I love this.
it is pretty fucking awesome. It's
You
a pic-
see it better on the podcast when there's a light behind it. It looks way better. Here, hold on for a second.
It looks really good there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not gonna look good with your phone light behind it. No, it's
shit.
this
Yes,
fucking
it
guy.
does. Look how much better that is.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Who's that ugly guy next to the woman?
It looks like one of those old light brights from the 90s I used to fucking play with, where you plugged in the
All
things.
right, now what's it called when you request like somebody to do a
Commission.
Yeah, I'm gonna commission Andrea,
Sean.
him too,
What are you going to commission them to do?
to do me, Scorpio, and Nancy in between us with all 4 belts.
Oh, okay. I like
That's
that.
a great picture. So
Okay.
please.
That's your
Kane of
toast
the week, Oliver, toast of the week, Oliver, the artist name.
Sean Davis.
Sean Davis, thank you, Sean
I got
Davis.
one more toast of the week before we go. Terrence Crawford deserves a toast of the week.
Yes,
That
he
fight on
fucking
Saturday.
does.
Taking down
Oh
Canelo.
my God. He was a fucking man
Dude.
standing in that ring, dude. I stayed up and watched that
Unbelievable.
fight.
Like
All-time
a
performance.
perfect fucking performance.
Yeah, an all-time performance by Terrence Crawford.
Did you see he
I
gave
watched
Canelo
every single round of
You
that.
see he gave Canelo the belts back?
Yeah, I mean, it was a class fight. There was no beef between them or nothing, so
Yeah.
it didn't get that level of like hate and vitriol or anything.
No,
but
just
like
the respect that, like,
two
just all
respectful
around.
athletes.
Well,
And,
dude, and as that fight got into the deeper rounds, you could see Canelo's the
Shocked.
surprise.
Yeah.
On him, like, fuck, I did not.
Like
think
when he
that
fought
this-
Floyd, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, dude, I don't know what to do.
oh man, Crawford's an all-timer. I mean, after that, so toast of the week. We'll catch you next week, guys.
Peace.